GYMDAD Fitness. I'm going to get a car review here. Car, or at least weigh in and breakdown. I'll decide later if I want to do the whole. I might just end up doing the thing in the car. To be honest, the kids are, wife and baby are sleeping upstairs, so I don't want to go waking people up. But we got Jaxxed Nutrition, and this is Jaxxed Up. And the other one we reviewed was the Jaxxed Up Turbo. So this one draws back the caffeine a little bit, and this is blackjack flavored. And we've hit their protein. We've hit the Jaxxed Turbo. We've hit Jaxxed BCAAs. Just a really well done company as far as ingredient profiles. Flavoring has been amazing. But this one is more of a daily driver-esque style pre. Scoop comes in. I don't have my scale with me, but take my word for it. These guys are within the gram on their, and this is a daily driver, so we're not dealing with any crazy stems here. So if you go a gram or two over, you're going to be all right. But I mean, pretty juicy scoop. Let me throw it in the shaker for you. Just, I know for the daily drivers, the weigh-ins and stuff aren't as important, but some people like to see, daily drivers, flavor does matter. Because, you're not as, amped up to take, as some of the crazy high stem pre's. And so, if it tastes like shit, too, and it's not crazy high stem, it's how do you get really fired up for it? I mean, come on, we got to have something going for us besides just the performance complex. But you can see it's kind of got... Phone fell off there. There we go. Phone fell off there. I'll cut that bit. Purplish after hint of color there, so some artificial colors, but no big deal. I think. Let me check real quick. I don't want to say that. Sorry for this screen shake. I'm trying to hold my phone because the magnet thing's not working. Yeah, they put some blue in there, some red too, so hopefully it doesn't spook anyone out too much. But I don't know. Looks kind of cool. Once you go grape, you can't escape. And the taste is freaking delicious. I'm not surprised there at all. These guys have nailed it on all the flavoring systems. And let's go ahead and we're just going to go and knock out this whole review in the car. And it tastes so damn good, 10 out of 10. They killed it with the Jaxxed Turbo, the Pog flavor, pineapple, guava, some shit like that. But that was delicious. This one's awesome too. I've ran this as a nootropic, and this is the first time running it as a pre-workout. And doing this because it was a hectic morning. My YouTube channel got deleted, not even suspended, deleted by YouTube, and I had to submit an appeal. Freaking out some because I love this. This is my hobby. This is my passion, and to get something like that removed from me when you've worked so damn hard, it was pretty heartbreaking, to be honest. I was really, really distraught, and after submitting the appeal, they approved it, but I'm still in the process of trying to get channels back up. And so situations like this, I've mentioned pre-workouts and being in right headspaces. So if you know what's going on in your life like this, you don't take an Excelsior. You take a daily driver that's fully loaded, great complex, no alpha yo, because you got to realize your environment and your surroundings. And it's man, I was so fucking stressed about this stuff and losing my channel. I didn't eat as best this morning. I still got some good food in me before the workout, but I kind of had to force it down. But that's enough of me going on my rant. I love these. I love you guys, and I love this channel. And I feel like I'm talking to my friends when I do these reviews. I picture everyone I've connected with in the comments and on Instagram. And if you haven't commented before or reached out on Instagram, please do. I was that individual. I know there's someone out there that watches a lot of these videos and just doesn't really like to comment and reach out because they don't like to put themselves out there. And I was like that, man. For years I would watch TJ from Fitness Steals News and never leave comments. Watch Garage Gym Homie for years and never leave comments. And shout out the Garage Gym Homie, man, because he was the one that actually interacted with me. And Fitness Deals News, he's a great, TJ has been awesome, and he responded every now and then, but I'd mainly just get a like or whatever. But Garage Gym Homie actually wanted to have a conversation, and it made me feel more confident to keep reaching out and making comments and oh yeah, people actually do want to hear my thoughts on these pre's. And so that was kind of my my coming out party of the social media, because I'm an anti-social media person at heart. And so that was a big little jump for me to actually start putting myself out there And anyway, label breakdown on the Jaxxed. Enough of my ranting. It's time for the fucking pre-workout review. We have citrulline malate 10 grams, beta-alanine 3.2, biotin 2.5, tyrosine 2 grams, agmatine sulfate 1 gram, chlorine bititrate 1 gram, alpha GPC 600 milligrams, caffeine anhydrase 250, CogniQ, that's there we go, 100 milligrams, dendrobium extract 100 milligrams, D-caffeine malate. That's the long-lasting caffeine there at 95 milligrams. Estrogen for absorption, 50 milligrams. And then to wrap it all up, huperzine A at 20 milligrams. 22.9 scoop. Absolutely loaded label here. Overall caffeine is under 3. We got 300 plus 250 plus, so we got 350 total caffeine, but that's only going to yield low 300s because the caffeine malate, I think it's like 60 or 70%. I can't remember what the yield percentage is. I should know that shit. But anyway, so lower in caffeine, but not like too low. Like it's still plenty of kick. And so this is one you could heap if you want more caffeine hit. But anyway, the label reads amazing performance complex, just absolutely amazing. 10 grams of citrulline malate. That's exactly what I want for citrulline malate with the agmatine and all the other, you still got your like GNC style nootropic complexes with alpha GPC and the CogniQ and the dendrol extract, and just a very well-rounded label. Nothing you can really knock it for. I mean, you got your beta-alanine too in there as well for a little bit of tingles, and the tingles are for real. I can already kind of feel them coming in. But let's get to the workout, and then we'll just do I got my mic at least, so we'll at least do we'll do the review back in here as well. But we'll catch you on the review portion. All right, effects time for the Jaxxed up Jaxxed Nutrition Turbo. So we did the label breakdown, we did the review taste test. I gave you a little bit of backstory on Jaxxed Nutrition and what we've hit in the past. And this is their flagship product. And this thing did not disappoint. I mean, you can tell I'm freaking dying. I'm sweating my balls off. Did a rounded scoop this time. Like I said in the label breakdown, the caffeine content is not, I wouldn't call it low, but it's pretty mid for a daily driver. I mean, I feel like a majority of the people that use this one, high stim pre is all relative. Like to me, like with my early 20s, this would have been like my max caffeine. I always like to shoot for like 300 was my goal then. 300 is like max caffeine. So the fact that this has got 250 and then the 100 malate in this thing, yielding, high 200s, low 300s kind of range, or whatever you do the math. All you MC squared motherfuckers out there, but whatever, caffeine malate yields less. That's all we're saying there. That's a 300-ish. But the performance complex was freaking awesome. Just destroyed legs on this. Like I said, I like to train lower stim, no alpha yo for leg day, and this thing was an absolute beauty. It kept building too. Like this thing, not only did it come in nicely, it kept me propelling. Like I didn't want to stop lifting. For a daily driver, for a low stim, no alpha yo, it's really hard to ask for much more. They freaking absolutely destroyed the label here. Like it is so good. Like just loaded, well balanced, everything you could really expect. And I also like the fact it's with the low caffeine. Like this thing's stackable, like easily stackable. If you want to throw like some alpha yo caps on it, if you want to throw some gray area stems on this thing, if you got some caps laying around, throw on top of this thing, you can. It kind of gives you that option with the lower caffeine level, because a lot of times those kind of caps have caffeine in them as well. I'm thinking like White Rush by like Coco Labs, Methyl Blue caps by like Gym and Tonic. We got Alpha Mood, Gym and Tonic. I'm trying to think other things that'd be really sweet stacked with this. Ooh, maybe even like a scoop of Excelsior, just for you crazy stim junkies out there that like the extra buzz and want to use this thing on a high stim day. But we don't need that shit every day. Like today, like I said, my environment, my surroundings called for something a little lower stim, and so I'll reach for this one. So how this kind of comes in, like initially like a like a caffeine energy drink. It kicks about 15 to 20, comes a little quicker for like a daily drivers. Just do that. They don't need time to build. The betas are very very solid for what you'd expect for 3.2. You got a little bit of tingle action going on. And then that caffeine malate was huge, very critical here, because that I felt that really prolonged the workout for sure. Legs was a leg day. It was grueling. It was tough. I'm sweating. You can see it dripping from my chin on how damn sweaty I was today in there. But this thing, it had legs for leg day, man, with that caffeine malate that kept things going. The pumps were awesome. We don't need to get any screenshots of my thighs and my hamstrings and things like that. But like, they felt like they're really filling up the gym slacks for sure, the gym shorts today. The pumps were for real. Just take my word for it for these ones. But the focus was pretty damn good, for a GNC style nootropic. So I'd say this thing really peaks like, it's a little bit later of a peak than like your normal daily driver, because you got to wait for all that caffeine anhydrase to kind of reach its peak, and then as soon as the malate like starts to kick in within that 30 to 40 minute mark, I'd say is where the peak really hit. And then the peak is really prolonged by that caffeine malate. You kind of got your steep climb, and then it just kind of steadies out and then starts to drop down. And I'm still vibing, and it's been like maybe hour 45, hour 50 since I drank the drink. And obviously, like, I'm gonna feel great afterward too, with nothing crazy in here, no gray area stuff. So all in all, for a daily driver, it checks all the boxes. How it kind of scores in my system relative to other pre's. Flavor 10 out of 10, which is huge because a lot of people might enjoy this. I actually mix like a half scoop of this thing a lot of times in the mornings. I get like unflavored seltzer waters or whatever, and I'll mix like 3 ounces of water with this and then dump my seltzer on top of it, and it's like a homemade energy drink if you like that little bit of a crispiness to it. I did that a shit ton with this one. I really liked it. It was like a grape soda, and probably used it like, I'm halfway done with this tub, and I used it a shit ton as like an afternoon nootropic on the weekends, or like a Saturday early morning pick me up when I wasn't lifting till later in the day. But all in all, like for workout, this is the first time I've trained on it, and with that heaping scoop, and I'm halfway done with the bottle, and I loved it too. It was awesome for the workout. So like taste 10 out of 10, pumps 10 out of 10. With the lower illicits, it kind of allows like illicits they take away from the pump, but also it is caffeine as well too. So it's not like a non-stim style pump, but you definitely get like a solid, really really solid pump in this one. Like I mentioned with the workout today, like hamstrings and quads were throbbing, man. You're gonna feel like the quad father when you're doing leg extensions with this thing. But you got 10 out of 10s on those. Raw energy, let's go ahead and give this thing, man. This thing was impressive. Like I'm gonna give this thing a 9 out of 10, maybe 8 to 9 kind of range, somewhere in there. Overall euphoria and focus, it is what it is. I don't know, I've debated on changing the scale system for daily drivers, but I'm just going to keep it consistent and do it relative to all pre-workouts I review. So like, it is what it is. Probably like a 7 to 8 on like euphoria and focus. Like you feel pretty solid. Like it's tough to really top it for a non-2 pre, but obviously you're not going to get that out of this world bottle rocket in the zone happy dancing vibe. You still feel good. Like I was talkative in the gym. You definitely don't feel like a shell of yourself, recluse. I think that people that don't do 2-amino 1,3 type products are gonna get a shit ton more euphoric benefits out of this one. But for me, relative to other pre's I've ran, it's a 7 to 8, which is pretty solid for a daily driver, I would say. Definitely compared to other ones I've reviewed. But Jaxxed Up Turbo, it's right in line with Jaxxed Up. It's right in line with Jaxxed Up Turbo. Just remove, I think, the raw energy. I gave those guys like 9s out of 10s on it. Just is just a little less energy, but all in all, like I almost felt like I had more of a euphoric effect. I mean, obviously, like allows some of those other players to come in and shine a little bit. But I absolutely love this one. Jax is an awesome brand. It's one of those brands that's a can't miss if you're trying to find something clean, something that you can use every day, because we can't go ripping an IR8 and Temu Venom every day of the week. So we got to have these bad boys. We end up using these things more than those anyway. So very crucial to have products like this. But definitely check out Jaxxed Nutrition and their pre-workouts as well, because man, they got a whole line: proteins, BCAAs, pumps, pre's, and sweet clothing too. They have this badass pinstripe jersey that I want, and I'm definitely, next time I go to their site, I might have to like see if I could snatch that to the order. But anyway, check these guys out. Code GYMDAD on their website, and catch me on the next review.